Algorand is a low-position coin with the ticker Algo that sort of has an especially present worth of 0.095694 and a market capitalization of 749.015 win, which really is very huge. Digital currencies explicitly have pretty lengthy past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists and obscure vendors, which truly is genuinely critical these days. It's a resource class that is considerably managed and surprisingly took on as legitimate delicate, which explicitly is genuinely huge sum. Huge venture banks in any event in every practical sense get Algorand and other digital currencies as a group to safeguard their resources under administration on against the running expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors, which fundamentally is genuinely critical. Hence a four-sided financial backer ought to sort of work essentially a piece of their portfolio around digital currencies, with the end goal of an enhancement and to sort of have the option to for the most part endure the truly potential disturbances on customary monetary business sectors. Further appearance how these days it's a resource class that especially is significantly controlled and surprisingly embraced as legitimate delicate, or so they by and large thought. Be that as it may, by and large because of the innate unpredictability of Algo and the truly greater part of kind of other digital currencies, having crypto in the portfolio expects in every practical sense closer checking of the events on essentially expressed markets to truly have the option to interleave the situation at the most especially proper second, which explicitly is genuinely huge. It's reasonable that most financial backers don't in every practical sense have the by and large full-time ability to follow the business sectors by any means. Essentially times are all things considered anticipate their very likely developments, or so they in every way that really matters thought to basically work with this errand. The accompanying current cost expectation explicitly has been explained with the help of the high-level instrument named the Crypto Unpredictability Record fixed to generally guarantee the precision and the legitimacy of this Algo cost gauge model in a kind of huge manner. Yet prior to diving into the Algorand value examination and estimate, truly permit us to by and large repeat the basic standards of legitimate methodology towards putting resources into digital forms of money, or so they generally thought. Presently now is the right time to especially uncover our short, mid and really long-haul expectation of the improvements on the Algo market that truly depend on the readings of our genuinely special crypto unpredictability file that truly assists us with checking the market feeling and truly expect where in which the market plans to go, sort of an opposition to mainstream thinking at this point. Algorand is definitely worth 0.095694, while the coin at present especially ends up at 46th spot in the truly generally positioning fundamentally. In spite of mainstream thinking, the expressed sort of positioning fundamentally is assessed based on the resource's current value that explicitly is increased by its for the most part current market capitalization, an equation that essentially is applied all through every single monetary market, or so they really thought. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions so our clients get the most pertinent information with respect to the exhibition of computerized assets in their portfolios in a significant way. It's likewise critical to in every practical sense consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing, or so they for the most part thought. On August 30th, the cost of Algorand in every way that really matters was at 0.093300 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change in every practical sense added up to 0.82, which is very critical. Vehicle 7 days prior on August 29th, Algo truly was esteemed at 0.112268, which truly intends that from that point forward the cost in a real sense has commonly vacillated by 0%, or so they truly thought. A month ago, on July 19th, a market member put the price of Algorand at 0.114021. This means that the coin has moved 16.07 points to get to where it is now, or so they thought. The study of market capitalization basically has the same importance in both the crypto and traditional markets. Most certainly are also a sign of how the market code really works and of a resource's ability to make money or lose money in both the short term and the long term, which is why this specific metric is so important. All things considered, it is also used to measure the dominance of Algorand compared to the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Changes in the market could also give hints about how it will be used in the future. To figure out the type of current market capitalization of Algo, we copy the coursing supply the boundary that will be really understood later by the type of current value of the cryptocurrency under study. Which is why it's in the position it's in now. This has been mentioned before in a simple way. On August 30th, Algo had a market capitalization of 730,252,564 bin large, even though most people thought it was weak. On August 29th, the market capitalization of the coin being talked about was 876.866930 win. A month ago, on July 19th, the market capitalization of Algorand was 876.866930 win. B888-378082. In an important way, absolute inventory takes into account the number of coins that have already been made. For example, mining is one way that coins have been made. It is important to note that these digital currencies can be used in any way that really counts. Dynamic exchanges are usually kept in the wallets of investors or with managers. This metric also takes into account the coins that have been lost through a process called consuming, which is used to control the rate of growth, or so they thought. Up until now, the total supply of Algorand is set at 7,827,171,313 Algo, which is a very large number. In conclusion, the coursing supply is used to figure out the market capitalization and see how many coins are still in circulation. It shows the total amount of Algo that is traded across all exchanges, except for coins that are usually marked, locked, frozen, or temporarily unavailable. Most people agree that digital currencies with a circulating supply between 60 million and 150 million are the best for long-term investments because their value is likely to rise steadily over a long period of time, possibly years, while still growing at a reasonable rate. Bitcoin price prediction as $5 billion in trading volume puts BTC back in the green. Is it time to buy? In the complicated world of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is at the forefront of strategic discussions. Its impressive $5 billion trade volume, which has put the asset back in the black, is a good example of this. Even with this momentum, the commodity is worth about $26,011 as of Monday, which is a slight drop of nearly 0.1%. This price isn't just based on how the market works, it's also heavily influenced by how people feel. The recent ideas President Biden made about how cryptocurrency tax reporting standards should work have gotten the global cryptocurrency group very busy with discussions. Also, the financial markets are acting more cautiously after Chairman Powell's pointed comments about the current U.S. inflation rates, which he says are too high. As people try to make sense of this complicated web, the most important question is whether Bitcoin is a good way to trade in the current financial